welcome to Techno. I'm Phil Torres, joined today by Rochelle Oldmixon, Lindsay Moran, and Dr. Shinny Somara. Now, for most of us, communicating with the human voice is something that we kind of take for granted, but not so with some of the individuals you were able to meet.
Yeah, I was able to meet 3 patients that all have ALS disease. It's a really devastating condition that degenerates the muscles in the body, including those in the vocal cords, so they all lose their ability to speak. But using technology, they were able to communicate with me in a really remarkable way. It was such a deeply moving story to be working on. Let's take a look.
Computer-generated voices have been around for a while, but it's widely recognised that they don't really capture the essence of a person.
Walker, come up here. Come on, boy. Walker, come up here. Come on, boy.
Go get it. A little kiss at the same time.
Holly Ladd has been silenced by her ALS, but Walker still responds to the voice that's always summoned him.
Good dog. You're such a good boy.
Now generated from a Toby, custom loaded with 840 of her own recordings.
Hi, my name is Holly. It's nice to meet you.
It's lovely to hear you say that.
Diagnosed with ALS 2.5 years ago, Holly started recording her voice about 6 months before she lost the ability to speak, a process called voice message banking.
That was the machine talking. I take no responsibility.
For conversation not banked, Holly must fall back to the computer's voice.
How important is it to you to be able to use your voice that you've banked?
I think that the greater impact is on the listener. So I would ask Joan.
It allows for an engagement that using the computer voice, no matter what the words are, doesn't allow for. It's been pretty profound.
Please, just let me finish.
All right, go ahead. You always get the last word. Hearing her jokes, hearing her comments, hearing her ciao for now, hearing her sort of favorite one-liners.
Forget about it.
The melding of eye-tracking computers and personal voice recording was the brainchild of speech pathologist John Costello of Boston Children's Hospital.
We started with a handheld recorder that would record in .wav file.
That's significant.
I save them on my computer. I go and tag them so that each of them is named for the phrase.
The recordings are uploaded to the computer and assigned to the phrases or category shortcuts, like medical, food, or social.
They are there for the eventuality of someone needing to have their voice because they've lost the ability to speak.
Sure.
Massachusetts artist Nancy Campbell was diagnosed with ALS 4 months ago. Nancy already knows the cruel progression of the disease, having cared for her mother, who died of ALS 31 years ago.
I used to write out on index cards sayings like, "Would you like a glass of water?" Or I would write "smile" on it or "laugh." I realized at that time how important communication was.
Tearfully reluctant at her first recording session with her husband Dan, she changed her tune.
I want a hug.
You can say, "I want a damn hug now."
That's right.
Hopefully I'll be able to capture my laugh, my expressions, my things that I want to say to my family.
It is only beginning. Get ready for something great.
The silenced voice of O.J. Brigance often speaks volumes, but O.J. and his wife regret not voice banking.
I miss hearing his natural voice. My husband had a sexy voice before this.
So someone's O has got to go. And this O.J. Brigance is out of here as well.
I didn't fully realize the importance and value of hearing your own words in your own voice. Voice banking is one of the first things I recommend to those newly diagnosed.
Think about recording those legacy messages, deeply personal terms of endearment.
I love you too, Joni.
When you hear that, how does it make you feel?
Well, it chokes me up. Emotional. Happy, sad, bittersweet. Don't want to lose it. And the good news, I guess, about the message banking is I don't have to lose it.
I thank you for everything.
You're very welcome.
one thing that really struck me with this piece is I never really thought how important it is to sound like yourself or laugh like yourself.
Phil, me neither, until I actually got involved with this technology. I mean, it is so crucial to be able to communicate. And I only realised that when I met people like OJ and Holly, because, you know, it's their only form of self-expression. What was really moving for me when I met Holly was that she was talking to me using the synthesized voice, but when she hit on phrases that she had pre-recorded where she was inviting her dog to come fetch a biscuit, you know, her dog responded to her voice. It was so emotional to actually experience, you know, an animal responding to her real voice, and that's when I realized just how crucial this technology is.